Hey guys, this is True to Size, episode 1,305. Listen in and relax for some good times.
We've been doing this for too long, guys. Like, I think it's time for we deserve a break.
Million.
Woo!
We gotta get out of here.
We didn't even do a 1,000th episode. We didn't we didn't do a special. We did for 100, and then we didn't do another special episode until 1,305. That's embarrassing. What's going on, everyone, and welcome to True to Size. We are a weekly podcast centered around the wild world of sneakers. I will be your host today. My name is Lawrence Hopkins, and I'm joined by the rest of the team at Canada Got Soul, Mr. Joel Hernandez.
Yo, yo, yo.
Mr. Alvin Martinez.
Oi, oi, oi.
And are you ready?
Ready.
Freddy.
First up, he once did a 26-minute head spin and didn't even get dizzy.
Oh.
Gee.
Then when he got up and walked away, his hair wasn't even frizzy.
Oh.
He'll cross over all your Jordans, just like Allen Iverson. Please, everyone, welcome Alex Sugy Cyphersons.
Hey.
You gotta admit, that's a bar. That's a bar.
Shit. That's a shame.
Alex, thanks for being here for the... Is that the fourth time now, Alex?
I think it is.
Fourth.
The fourth time, yeah.
Quattro, as they say in Quebec. Very good. Next up... Our next guest owns more 3 stripes than Run DMC.
Oh.
He even wore Superstars at his wedding. I asked the MC.
Oh.
We've got a negative here, but that's not a bad thing at all. Back for a second time from the West Coast. Say what up to Paul.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I didn't even think I'd get one of these. I'm so psyched.
If it makes you feel less special, everyone gets one of them now. So. Paul, thanks for being here, man. I know that the sun is still up where you are, so that's really nice for you. It's been...
Thanks for having me.
When was Paul on? Episode, it was double digits for sure.
30?
I think before 50. Yeah, it's been...
Yeah. It was
over
while back.
100 episodes. Hey, we mentioned that this is the year of bringing people back 100 episodes later.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's time for Paul to be back, and he's here. Thanks once again, Paul and Alex, for being here.
Yeah.
You guys are the best.
Thank you.
So if you haven't noticed, we've got 2 big Adidas guys on the pod, and we've got a great show this week. We've got huge heads here who are all about the 3 stripes, so we're going to be very heavy on the Adidas content for the entire episode. We're going to talk about counterfeit sneakers, the Adidas confirmed app returning. I didn't even know it left. And go off on another food-related NSR topic, because that's all we talk about now. Then Paul hasn't been with us in a while, so he's going to get run through the good old round of 21 questions.
Yes.
And both of our guests are going to get to compete to the death in our new game.
How much is that?
Nice. Oh, yeah. Nice.
I love that they're getting excited for these. This is great. To the death. Yeah, to the... All right. The loser has to dye their hair purple. Wait. Sorry, Suji. Then we want to get into some Adidas discussions. So we're going to talk A to ZX, of course, how Kanye's done in his tenure with the brand, and what Adi could improve and improve on. I could improve on my English in the coming years. But first, Alvin.
Fire round.
Yes, the fire round. We like to start every show with a quick hitting question from you, our listeners. And this week's question comes from Michael Williams. Michael with a Y.
Yo, yo.
But the mic.
Great way to spell Michael.
Yeah.
He says, "What's up, fellas? I recently got engaged.
Congratulations.
First of all,
my guy.
congrats, buddy. Sucks, but congrats." And he says, and he proposed in the Air Jordan 3 UNC.
True.
He wants to know for Joel and Alvin, and I guess for Paul as well, what shoe did you wear to propose? And for Lawrence and Suji, what shoe would you propose in? So I know specifically for Alvin, because I was there, he wasn't wearing shoes, so he gets a free pass.
I
And
had
he
some
can...
no-show
There you
Nike
go, yeah.
socks on, though.
I don't know Joel's story, so we'll definitely get into that. I'll go first so everybody has a second to think about it. For me, so you want to wear something hype, something cool, because there's going to be a lot of pictures. But you want to wear something that's not going to crease, because once you get down on that one knee, that back foot's going to crease a little bit. But you want something classy at the same time. I did think about this pretty in depth. So I'm gonna go with the red Supreme Blazer. You know, you got the quilted upper. Yeah. I haven't worn them yet, so the unds would be important just in general. And I think that it's classy enough, but hype enough, so I'd be proud of the pictures. And they wouldn't really crease because that blazer toe wouldn't really crease because it's very rounded. So that's gonna be my answer. Joel, do you have a cool shoe that you proposed in? If not, what do you wish you wore?
Man, I didn't really have like a cool shoe. It was just one of those. You want to get married? And I was like, yeah. So,
yeah, I guess.
But I guess we've been in this for a while. So
what day are you free?
Might as well sign the papers or something. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Like if I were to redo it.
Like a big elaborate thing.
Yeah, man. I would make it like, you know, like the video and all that stuff too. Like, you know, get like a camera crew there and everything and have like a podcast there.
Oh, a podcast. That's what she wants.
But no, I'd probably have like, I don't know. I'd probably wear some, maybe like, I don't know, maybe some Adidas or something.
Oh, real way to kiss ass already, Joel. Jeez, holy smokes!
ZX.
We've barely been doing this for 5 minutes.
We're
and
happy
already.
to be here, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, Alvin, I was at your proposal, so I know you weren't wearing shoes because it was indoors.
I was smart, so I didn't have to worry about creasing.
That's very smart.
True.
First of all,
I think you were actually sitting on your butt when you were proposing. Were you even on one knee? Were you just like sitting cross-legged like a kindergartner?
I was like, yo, you want to marry me or no?
He's lying because I know that. But anyway,
the shoe I would have proposed in, I would have probably rocked some like those new Pharrell slides that just came out with the boost in them because they're comfy as F. Plus, I'm already in my house.
There you go.
So I can't really wear shoes in my house. Yep. At least it was my parents' house.
That's true.
So if I try to rock sneakers in my parents' house, I would have gotten la chinelas. You know what I'm saying?
They would have took the slide off and beat you.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So at least I'm wearing slides. They're clean. They're indoor shoes.
Only.
I'm good.
Yep. All right. Well, I feel really good about my answer now because mine was the only honest one so far. Paul, I know you're a married man as well. Congratulations, belated. What shoe did you wear to propose? If it wasn't cool, lie and say something really, really interesting.
Well, I proposed in Hawaii.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's better than any shoe you could be. Yeah,
forget that.
Location.
As a general rule, I don't wear flip-flops unless I'm going to the beach. It wasn't at a beach, so I was wearing. I had a Hawaii shoe for a while. It was this Adidas Ransom shoe that was made of like this, like woven kind of thread.
Okay,
true.
And it was a perfect summer shoe, and that was the only shoe I'd bring. I had in 2 colors, and I'd bring that to Hawaii. So I'm pretty confident I was wearing that.
Nice.
Wow. See there. You see that, guys? That's a real answer.
So is mine.
I've seen lots of memes lately, though, of dudes that they like take the shoe off
The
before
back
they
shoe.
get down on one knee.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That no, you can't do that.
Girls are going to know when it's coming because the guy before he gets on the knee, they'll see him taking his shoe off. Like, oh, I know what's happening. I know what's coming.
You're in front of the Eiffel Tower, and all of a sudden he slowly slips off his Concords. All right, Alex, you're beating off girls with a stick with this purple hair, so I know it's coming soon. What shoe are you going to wear when you propose?
I'll be boring, but I think it'd be like just the classic Superstar. But I wouldn't do like the ones you found, the ones you can find at Foot Locker. I'd do like a fancy Superstar 80s OG with like the cream sole and the gold label, you know, just to stay classy but fresh.
True. A superstar, nonetheless.
As boring as it gets.
Superstar.
You're a superstar, Alex. If you would like to submit a question for the fire round, once again, happy belated engagement to both Michael Williams and Paul.
Yeah.
If you would like to submit a question for the fire round and have us answer it on the pod, please shoot us a message on Instagram or email us at CanadaGotSoul@gmail.com. Next up, Alex, you have 20 seconds. Can you name 5 brands that have Nike shoe collaborations?
Kith, Undefeated, OVO. No, that's Jordan.
What?
No, I don't count it. No. He doesn't give me free passes.
Okay. I know so many of them.
Do you?
There's one that came out
Yeah.
today.
Okay, Sean Weatherspoons, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
It's been 20 seconds, but you can
Strange
try and
Love,
finish it.
Strange Love.
Strange
Stranger.
Love. Yeah, one more.
Fucking Stranger Things.
Sure. There you go.
Nice.
Stranger shows.
At most.
Those are
Oh,
some.
was that?
That was 5.
Yeah?
That was
You're
5.
good, bro.
Yeah.
You did it.
Is
you did it.
Strange Love a thing? Yes,
Yeah, Strange Love, the
NBC.
dunks. Yeah.
The dunk.
Strange Love dunks.
Nice.
Strange Loves
It's a
and
store?
Stranger
Is it a
Things.
store?
Yeah, it's a store, I believe. All right. So, anyways, next up, Paul, you have 20 seconds. Can you name 5 Nike or Jordan basketball sponsored athletes?
Like current ones, or can they be old ones?
Let's do current.
Oh, no.
Okay. Starting now.
Starting
Yeah.
5 seconds ago.
Paul Rodriguez, Nyjah Houston.
I said
Yeah.
Nike or Jordan basketball sponsored
Oh,
athletes.
basketball. Oh, damn it. I don't know basketball players. No.
Flat out.
You're the best, bro.
This is
No,
what
I
I
can't.
was hoping for. Alex overperformed. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Paul performed exactly as I had hoped he would. Thank you.
I don't know basketball. Sorry.
Please don't be sorry. It
What
provided
is basketball?
it provided the content I was hoping for. Next up, I'm sure your employer is very happy you don't know the answer to that question. Next up, the CGS Picks. Each week we all pick an upcoming sneaker to analyze, dissect, and give our thoughts on. Then we decide if it's poop, scoop, whoop-de-whoop, or Alvin's trademarked phrase.
C'est très joli.
There it is. Hey, Suji's smiling on the inside, I guess. Not on the outside. He doesn't care.
I said it wrong. That's why.
Okay, fine. Alex, then. What's Alvin's trademarked phrase?
Très, très cute.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Sure.
that's
Oh,
even
c'est
better.
très
C'est
cute.
très cute.
Oh, so he doesn't actually speak French. That's the secret.
C'est juste un cover, dans le fond. C'est juste pour vous mélanger, mais je parle pas en français.
Oui.
Comme ci, comme ça.
D'accord.
Sacre bleu.
Alex, you were muted there. What did you say? Were you talking? Sorry, I shut off your mic. Anyways, I'm going to go first because I want to. My pick this week is a Yeezy, and it's a Adidas Yeezy because I'm also kissing ass this week. And it's the Yeezy 700 V3. There's 3 versions of this shoe. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Arzareth. Is that correct? Arzareth.
Sounds like it.
Okay,
Sure.
great. Thanks, guys. So it's the V3 of the 700. It's predominantly blue, which is one of the first non-neutral tans I've seen on a Yeezy shoe, which is good. Blue, like a sky blue with the cage overlay is like a transparent. It's got some gray, maybe sand accents, cream outsole, black sock liner and tongue, and laces and tan toe box. The 700, I think, has been like the shining star of the Yeezy line for me so far, like starting with the Wave Runner and just all the way up to the V3. I think it's done the best overall. It's been the most wearable. It's been the least bastardized in like the nicest way. Like it's been slowly rolled out as opposed to the V2, the 350 V2 that kind of just seems like it's every other week. It's getting a release. So I think that the V3 was rolled out the best of all of them, and they've kind of changed it up. They're on the V3 now, so they're slowly making their way along. I really like that. And the blue is really cool. Like I said, you don't really see it on the Yeezy line too often nowadays, which is a cool difference. The silhouette is just bomb. Like I know Alvin has the Wave Runners and loves them. The silhouette really hasn't changed from the V1. It's just like the skeleton and the bones that have kind of changed. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what retail is on Canadian retail is on 700 V3s. I'm sure that Paul would know.
I do. It's I think those are pretty. Well, maybe I don't.
I think it's 260.
The V3 is cheaper though.
Yeah, because there's no boost.
It's under $200.
Oh, there's no under
Oh,
200
wow.
bucks.
No. It has to be
No?
like
260?
This website says 200
it's-
USD.
260.
It's 260.
Okay, so
260,
260.
okay.
Then, sorry.
Thanks for absolutely nothing, Paul. Thanks for the info that doesn't have boost, though. That is interesting. So they are just going to be a queue. Like, I do appreciate the shoe. I would like to see, because the thing is about this photo, it kind of looks like a digital rendering. I don't know if it's the color or just like the edit they did on it, but I'd like to see like an in-hand, like natural light photo of it. But as of right now, it's actually quite clean. I do like it a lot, but it'll just stay cute for me. Alvin, what's your pick this week?
I got the Adidas X Star Wars Darth Vader superstars.
Oh, Adidas.
Yeah. I know. It's like, wow, what's going on? So this pair is predominantly black, with hints of, I think, red. The side paneling or the side of the shoe, is textured to look like Darth Vader's armor or suit.
We'll call it, suit of armor.
Whatever. And my favorite part is the toe box or the shell toe where it has Darth Vader's face / helmet on there. And it's just like, bang. So you can't really miss that it's a Darth Vader shoe.
It's like rubberized, like molded. It's really cool.
And I've always been a fan of like the Star Wars Adidas collabos because they always execute them fairly well. My favorite one though is still the Yoda. I think it was a ZX 500 or no, I can't remember. I think Alex has them though.
No, Paul has them.
Oh, Paul has them.
Yeah, Paul has them.
Yeah, those are sick.
I have the first superstar Darth Vader that they made. I think it was like 2008 or 2009.
That was that long
And
ago.
the back heel says, "If only you knew the power of the dark side." And it comes in a special box, and I have this matching Stormtrooper kind of like
I had
jacket that goes
I
with
had
it.
this Stormtrooper jacket.
And I think I
got it from the
paid.
outlet.
I must have paid, I think, $12 for the jacket and
I think me too.
$24 for the shoes, something like that.
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Damn.
and they're still that stock.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, on this podcast, we wear our shoes, so that's not impressive.
Oh la la.
Yeah, cool shoe though. Like it's cool. I like the melded or the molded toe box. Like this, they switched up the Superstar typical shell toe, and they like it looks like if you kick someone in the butt, they're gonna have
It would
like
imprint it
a
for sure.
brand.
Or if you put like some sort of black paint on there.
Yep. Yeah, that was a good noise. Thank you.
Thanks.
Darth Vader.
How do you rate these? Oh, actually, it has a leather tongue too. That's a nice touch. Yeah.
C'est très cute.
Très cute.
Yeah.
Very good. Joel, what about you?
All right, so my pick is the sneakers and stuff by Adidas. Homemade pack. Adidas.
How did we?
What
What a coincidence!
What's going on, guys? But yeah, it's the homemade pack. These are super cool, man. It's Adidas Campus. Can't go wrong with like some old school joints.
Yeah, man.
Suede is butter. Like Alvin says, supple.
We haven't hit a supple in a while.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Supple suede on it. It comes in kid sizes too, which is super dope too, because you can match with your little one too. But yeah, it comes into 3 different colors. They're dubbed the lemonade, the brownies, and the frosted cupcakes.
Ooh, I like the lemonades.
Lemonade joints are the yellow, brown is the brownies, and then the lavender purple is the cupcakes.
It's a good color palette.
Details go crazy on them. The insoles, it's got the matching lemonade. You got lemonade on one insole, and then you got the ingredients on how to make a lemonade properly on the other side.
Oh.
Yeah, man. So it's pretty dope. It goes on for like the brownies and the cupcakes as well.
Oh, that's lit.
Cupcakes is pretty dope too because it's got like the actual you got like 10 grams of softened butter. You need 2 large eggs. It's crazy, man. You got to take a look at it. Details are super dope. They drop August 29th. The adult size is $99 US, which is probably like what,
120, 130,
130, 140 Canadian, 55 for the kid sizes. So, but yeah, man, take a look. Super dope. Super cute.
Très cute.
Très cute.
Speaking of très cute, they're waiting to see what I'm going to say.
Which one is très cute?
Paul.
Très cute.
What's your pick this week?
Thanks, guys. My pick this week is the just announced ZX8000 Iraq shoes from the AZX series. I don't know if anyone knows or remembers, but back in 2007 and 8, they released same colorway of these, but they were equipment support 91 shoes.
Oh, I remember that.
And they were very, very hard to get. I still have never been able to hunt down a pair. And so I'm going to get these. And these are also Gore-Tex, the new ones. So I'm going to wear that to death in the rain.
Yeah, man.
You guys get a lot of that in Vancouver, or British Columbia, I should say. So
Gore-Tex?
Of rain.
Rain.
Gore-Tex
I'm sure
comes
Gore-Tex
with the rain.
And a lot of Gore-Tex.
And a lot of Adidas. Yeah, all of it. How you said these are a scoop for you? Whoop-de-whoop? What are we calling it?
These are 1,000% scoop for me.
1,000%
This is
scoop.
the one shoe I've been waiting for since 2008.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
The one shoe.
Jeez, 12 years.
The one shoe.
Speaking of one shoe, Alex,
Yes.
what's your pick
shoe.
this week?
My pick is the 5th release of the AZX line. It's with Juventus Football Club. It's a ZX 6000. The 6000 out of all of the ZX thousands is probably the more kind of like obscure number of all. Like we don't really see that many 6000s. Like I think, matter of fact, they released the OG last year in August, and before that, the only 6000 you could have found, and Paul, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was a 6000 like in snakeskin only for women, like in 2012 or something like that. So you rarely see this. You can rarely like see a 6000. So it's super cool. I think it's made out of Italian leather. It has some waxed leather laces as well. And I've seen some photos from like Overkill, and they had a little photo shoot action going with them, and they seem to come with extra laces like pink or white. So I think it's super cool. There's orange laces, and it's supposed to match the new Juventus jerseys that I think I've seen the photo. It's super orange and very wild. So I'm guessing this is like the kind of like the matching touch to the sneaker.
And
But they're super cool.
Their old jerseys were pink, so that makes sense that they come with pink laces as well.
It's essentially like a black and white leather shoe, but on a ZX, I think it's super dope. I think it works really well.
I think the selling point for these, like you mentioned, is the leather. Like, just immediately looking at the pictures, the first thing I noticed was the leather. I was like, it literally looks like a Copa leather. Like, it's like super thick, supple looking leather. And even like I think they're like a mismatch. Like, I think one has the left foot has the stripes and the right foot doesn't have the stripes across the toe box. And like, it's like super heavy, like embroidered leather on the toe box. I could be wrong because I feel like Paul's making a weird face. So maybe I'm just like, maybe that's just his face. Okay. But yeah, like you said, I think the selling point for these, like you mentioned, it's a white and black shoe, but the leather quality and then obviously the lace options are like what really make the shoe.
Yeah.
And you rate these how?
Well, they're cute, but I know that I'll scoop. So it's not my favorite, but I'm I look forward to seeing them in hand.
Yeah, it's going to be an in-hand shoe, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it too, actually. Good picks all around. Very three-stripe heavy. That was a very coincidental thing that we just did. Next up, This Week in Kicks. This is the part of the show where we discuss the current headlines and happenings in the world of sneakers. Speaking of three stripes news, said nobody. Adidas confirmed app is back. Woo! I didn't even know it left, and I don't know if that says something about us or just how quietly it left. But it made its original debut in 2015. It seemed like it was semi-successful. Like I never actually got anything off of it, so maybe it wasn't that great. But then it was discontinued in 2018, so 2 years ago, and then it's now back in a new and improved form. The app is essentially used kind of similar to sneakers, so it's used for like limited product launches and stuff. It reserves your shoe at the store, or that's what it used to do. Maybe we can get an update from our Adidas friends. But they also say from Adidas that it will also offer digital experiences, including never before seen content behind current and future projects. Gentlemen, was there an issue with the old confirmed app? Like I guess I didn't just use it heavy enough to notice a difference. Do we know what kind of updates there are? Like what kind of updates do we have here, boys?
Well, it was my understanding that before they merged it into the Adidas app just to make it easier and more seamless. So when I heard the news that it was coming back, I had kind of like the same reaction. I was like, oh, I thought it never left. You know, like the name kind of like matched into like the Adidas app, and we stopped saying the confirmed app. So I'm hoping that it's like somewhat of a very different experience than what it used to be, because otherwise I don't see the necessity of having a different app than the Adidas app, which you can already kind of like reserve Yeezys and stuff like that, right? So like I'm not sure exactly what's gonna be different about it.
All right, Paul, what's gonna be different about it?
I don't know either because I haven't been. I've been on sabbatical for a month.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
I wish I could tell you, but I don't want to speculate because I don't know the details. Unfortunately,
How do
I'm
you-
assuming that if they're bringing it quote unquote back, there has to be a solid reason for them to separate it again from the Adidas app to make it a more focused release experience platform. I don't know.
If they're separating it, and Paul said he doesn't want to speculate, but I'm absolutely going to speculate. It seems like they're trying to sneakerhead size it. That's the new trademark. True to size. Sneakerhead a size. They want to separate it the same way they separated sneakers. Like your casual consumer, Joe Blow, walking into a Nike store, doesn't even know what the sneakers app is, doesn't use it, doesn't care to wake up at 6 a.m. to try and get stuff. Same as the typical Adidas user. Or consumer, they don't care as much. Maybe it's a little bit different because I feel like Adidas hype is a little bit more mainstream. But it seems like maybe they want to try and sneakerheadize it, whatever I said, and they want to separate it and they want to curate more of a community around it rather than just connecting it with the regular Adidas merchandise. You separate it, makes it feel a little bit more exclusive. You have to get this from the Confirmed app rather than just going to the regular Adidas. Just like really quickly, Paul, how does the at the store level, how do you like the Confirmed style releases as opposed to just in-store raffles or first come first serve, or is it still a combination of all of them, or just some insight on that would be pretty cool.
It's super smooth at store level. It's nice. Like it's really seamless with the app. Like as long as people have it, and as long as the big thing is they have to have data. Like you have a lot of people who don't have data plans in their phones, and they just have taken a screenshot of it, so that doesn't work. But as long as you have data or connection to like Wi-Fi, then it seems to work pretty good. So yeah, and it's really fast. I mean, they've definitely like evolved it over the years, because when we first saw it a couple of years ago, it was pretty slow and cumbersome, and now it's just like you just scan it once and you're good to go, and you just tap a couple buttons and
we used to scan it like 3 times. Like,
Oh wow.
yes, yeah.
And you had to wait in between each time, and now it's just once, and everything auto corrects itself, and it's good to go. So it's like it's quick and easy now. So I imagine this is just another evolution of it, and hopefully makes it even easier. So
Sick.
for everybody,
Yeah.
store level and consumers. So.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Interesting.
Yeah.
Speaking of quick and easy, no, I'm just kidding. We'll save it for after, Alex. So next up, we now know where fake sneakers go to die. So this was kind of an interesting article that I read that was published on Complex, and it kind of just gives some insight on, like, you hear about all the time, all these big border seizing of like millions of dollars worth of fake sneakers, like containers full of fake Jordans, fake Adidas. So in mid-July, the U.S. government discovered a container that was marked as golf balls filled with thousands of pairs of fake Nike, Adidas, and Jordan sneakers.
Wow.
Among them was 1,800 pairs of fake Air Dior Jordan 1s. So the total value of the containers that they seized was approximately $4 million. Like, that's what they're assuming. If these people had got it in their hands, they would have made $4 million selling this product.
Wow.
And it weighed in at 3,000 kilograms, which is a lot of pounds. It was revealed then what fake sneakers are seized at the border, that they're shredded. So they don't donate them, they don't do anything. They just shred them into confetti and dispose of them. So a border official says the main thing why we destroy them is because of the way they're made. They're not up to par. So if we're going to give them to some charity donation program and give them out to individuals, we're putting their health and their safety at risk. He's basically saying, I wouldn't run around in any of these shoes, put it that way.
Oh, true.
So that's kind of interesting. Like, they have the whole CDC guidelines and everything.
Yeah.
Like, it has to pass certain tests and everything. They also said, this was interesting, it was noted in the article, border officials are trained by representatives from actual brands on how to spot counterfeit sneakers crossing the border. And then also occasionally brands will request fake sneakers be sent in. Like, if they seize them, they'll be like, send some to us, so they have samples to keep on file.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. It's like the back end of like the counterfeit market. It's elaborate,
crazy.
very elaborate. And the fake Yeezy market has been and will be huge for a long time. So I'm interested to know these legit check tips
Yeah.
that they give to
If I was border security, I'd be like working part time at StockX too.
For real, yeah. They must be good. Yeah, they must be good at it. Do you guys?
Ask the customs agent for a legit check next time you're
That's true.
there.
Yeah. While you crossing the border, sir? So I'm actually going to turn right back around, but can you just check this shoe for me? Do you guys, I know that for sure me and Alvin have experienced it, but the two Adidas guys, did people ever come in and ask you to legit check shoes
All the time.
at the Adidas store?
Yeah. I
Always.
used to get it all the time, yeah.
Wow.
Still.
Yeah, and I know personally when I worked at a shoe store, I was literally hands up, like, nope, don't even show. I don't even want to see it. Nothing. Like I would turn away. That's it. Were you guys the same way or?
Yeah,
Yep.
always.
Yeah, we're not allowed to do it. People try to legit check shoes when they're buying them. They're like,
What the?
they'll just line up to pick up Yeezys, and they'll be like, "Oh, are these real? Can I get my friend to look at them?" I'm just like,
This
Leave,
is
just
the
leave.
Retail store,
Just
bro.
leave.
Like,
Just go away.
I don't know what to tell you. At
Go
that point.
away.
Go home. Go away. Next up, previously in Kicks, this is the part of the show where we review our latest pickups and recap the latest happenings in our sneaker lives. Joel, anything to report for you this past week?
Nope, but I know you do.
Oh, that's a good little throw, buddy.
segue.
I have a couple things, actually. Pretty excited about it. So first, I want to runner-up mystery box from NetMag.
Nice.
I spent $11, and the mystery box contained an orange Carhartt toque, which was really cool. A Joker from Suicide Squad Funko Pop,
Nice.
and also the Sean Wotherspoon 97-1 kick brick that
Nice.
NetMag has been specializing in. So
Cool.
for $11, I got some good value for my.
That was like $50.
Well, it was also
At least,
$11
yeah.
US, so I pretty much paid $50 Canadian.
Easy.
But
Close
yeah,
enough.
close enough. Yeah, I paid retail for all that stuff essentially. So I'm hesitant to even say this because I don't like to like jinx things. But I'm really excited because I had my first sneakers win this morning.
What?
I woke up at 5:49 or whatever, sat there on my phone refreshing until 6, tried for the Nike Offline, which was the mule, like the slipper, sandal, whatever you want to call it. They dropped today. That was Joel's pick. He was actually the one who put me on. So all love goes to Joel for even showing us those.
Love.
Sat there, was willing and ready to overpay for a pair of sandals, sold out screen. And I was like, motherfucker, fucking again. I woke up at 6 o'clock in the goddamn morning and didn't get a damn thing. And I can't even go back to sleep because I wake up for work at 6:35. And then sitting there on the couch watching CP24, annoyed, go back on the Nike site, do another refresh. My size pops up, size 9. Click it, adds right to cart, checked out. I don't know if I count it as a sneakers win, but it's a win nonetheless.
It's a win.
It wasn't it didn't get the
Win.
satisfaction of like, you're waiting in line. Oh, it's reserved for, like, I didn't get that whole experience, but I'm going to get, hopefully, knock on wood, this is plastic, knock on wood, I'm going to get the shoe shipped and it's not going to be, whoops, sorry, we oversold. But yeah,
I checked again when I saw your post at like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
small sizes.
They had like from 9.5 up or down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe they're still hanging around.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're good. You should be
Hopefully. So yeah, anyways, I overpaid for a sandal today, so that was really exciting for me. And the good friends at Adidas Canada, I'm happy to be saying this first. I'll just say first. Sent over a very generous care package. It was the Atmos Adidas ZX 8000. I mean, Alvin said it the best. Like, this shoe, like, embodies me. Like, if I were a shoe, it would be this shoe, I think. Like, the fluorescent pony hair, neon glow-in-the-dark 3M snakeskin.
Bang.
Fucking lime green all over the place. Different shades of green, bright green Volt laces. Like, perfect execution. Atmos is known for their loud shoes and animal hair, so it was really cool to see that. Love it. Great shoe. Dropped today. Sold out immediately.
Yeah, man.
Which is good to see. It's good to see good shoes getting
Great
love.
to see.
So thank you, Adidas Canada, for that. That was super generous. And I'm going to throw it to Alvin. Anything for you?
Yeah. I also was blessed with a pair from the Adidas family of the Atmos ZX 8000s, and there's really nothing to say. Like, it's fucking bomb shoe. If you think otherwise,
Fuck yourself.
I mean, sure. But yeah, dope shoe. Man, I tried getting them for a friend of ours, like Emil, this morning, because we're the same size. And dog, it was like,
Yeah.
it was like a sneakers
Yeah.
release. I was like, yes, but at the same time, I was like, oh, that sucks. I didn't get your size. Sorry,
Yeah.
bro, but dope. And then I also got like 2 weeks ago, the friend of the show, brother to me, Aaron Kicks on Instagram, hit me up, and he's like, yo, do you like these? And he showed me a picture of like these footscapes, women's like footscapes. I'm like, yeah. He's like, I got an 11. I'm like, done. So I got those. They're like
easy
zebra
shopper.
print. Yeah, they're like zebra print. The tongue is like faint pink. Like it's a really dope shoe. I'll probably be rocking those soon. What else did I get? Oh, I ordered some bucket hats
Oh,
from eBay 3 weeks ago.
eBay.
Yeah, for when we go camping and
Nice.
whatever, wherever we're going.
Not camping.
Yeah, they came in yesterday and they actually fit my head, so it's great. I was like, oh man, this from eBay. I don't know if they're gonna fit my
Yeah.
big ass head, but they fit,
Nice.
and I think that's it.
It's a pretty busy week for you.
I love it. Yeah, it's great.
Alex, anything for you in the last week or two?
Well, I have a funny story. If you want to hear it.
We already introduced it. We can't say no.
No, but Lawrence, you are responsible for this.
Oh, I know the answer.
Yeah.
I know what this
So
is.
a few weeks. So I've been no more with Adidas since last summer. So I've entertained some other brands, and I've started to look at other things, and it made me, I guess, like get some wider perspective, or just appreciate a little bit of everything. So I've got some Asics, I've got some Vans over the past year, but I guess I've always, like, how do you say that, wholeheartedly, like my heart is still like fully with Adidas and with the family Reebok, but I've started to look at different things, and there's one Air Max that I've always really loved, and it's the Air Max 95. And thank you to my good friend Clarel. Like he showed me the way, like on
Yeah.
like how good the Air Max 95 is, and I've always loved it for real. So this foam pink foam.
Is it seafoam pink
Seafoam
or something?
pink, yeah.
No, it's gray. They're gray and just with a hit of like foam pink. I think that's what they're called. I forgot because the box is now far in the sneaker room. So I've watched those go for a little while, then they sold out, then they came back. Someone at Foot Locker was able to hook it up with a discount, so I decided to pull the trigger on them.
Jeez.
And the day that I actually received them, it was probably the best fucking day of my life. Because first of all, I got you guys see it behind me. It's this like Super Mario like giant figure of like Leon the Professional. It's a Chinese like PVC made Super Mario figure. I got that in the mail. I got
Cool.
my first NetMag participation, and I won
Nice.
2 kick breaks. And
Nice.
I got the Royals and I got the Breads, but I'll give those to Chloe. Because I don't think they're gonna fit anywhere in my house anyway, and I'm not really interested into them. But I'll give them to Chloe. And I received that same day finally the pair of Air Max landed in my house. But I also had gotten the conversation with Adidas that I would be receiving some ZXs in the next few days. So it was kind of like a mind-blowing, really fucked up day for me, because I was like, it's the day that I received my very first, that I got my first Air Max with my own money, my first Nike shoe with my own money in over 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same day that I actually find out that I'll be seated by Adidas. So I think it's safe to say that
They sensed it.
Yeah.
The orange box is like far down in the stack, and I was very excited to get that project rolling. The first pair that I got was the National Park pair, and then in the meantime, I kind of got late on the AZX project, so I missed out on the Superstar. And I missed out on the retro pair, but I was able to get the retro pair to my friends at the original store in Montreal.
Nice.
So I'm up to date for now.
Yeah.
You're batting 1,000.
Yeah, so that's it. So it's very exciting. And I got the Atmos as well in the mail. on feet the same day or the next day, and I'm very happy about them. It's an amazing shoe, and I'm very happy to finally own an Atmos sneaker.
Oh, true, yeah.
It's way up there in my. It was way up there in my expectations. I think we were very all undecisive on, was it too loud, was it too much, was it too this, too that, and finally in person, I think it's an amazing shoe. So I'm very happy that I own those.
Adidas really sensed it. They were like, we're losing one here. We're losing one. We gotta hold on.
Reel him back in.
Yep.
Reel him back in.
Give him a call. Not today, buddy. Alex was so excited he didn't even post the Air Maxes.
Air Maxes?
He just threw them in the bottom of his closet. He's like, I can't believe I almost did that. Congratulations, Alex. We've talked about this at length. You are one of the connoisseurs of it, the biggest connoisseurs of Adidas in the country for sure. I don't know that many, but the biggest one that I know, so that means a lot to me personally.
I owe everything to Paul, so like wow. I'm flipping this one back to Paul, but I thank you for your words.
Oh, I thought he was gonna credit us with something, and I don't know why I thought. I thought that he was gonna be like, I honestly owe a lot to you guys.
Nope.
But in all seriousness, it's time for some cheesiness. But like you and I have been talking a lot over the past few days, and I think it's made super organically that, you know, like we exchange on some stuff, we share some opinions about things, and I don't feel like there's like a Nike versus Adidas kind of vibe to this. It's like it's super fun to just interact with you guys in general, and you guys at Canada Gods, as always, you guys have always like showed us some love. So I'm very happy that we can consider ourselves friends, although we are like Adidas boys versus Nike boys. You know,
there's no versus. There's no versus.
We're brothers.
Yes,
bro.
We're brothers in sneakers.
We're freres.
Yes, freres.
Voilà.
Alex has been texting me good morning for the last week, and it's been really. And I was wondering, I was like, he keeps saying good morning and then attaching a purple heart emoji, and I didn't get it. And then as soon as he jumped on the FaceTime, I was like, oh, purple hair.
Oh,
okay.
my hair is actually blue.
Is it?
Yeah.
Then I still don't get the purple hearts. I don't hate it, but all right, Paul. Any pickups for you in the last couple weeks?
Nothing that I have in hand yet. So.
Oh, okay. He doesn't want to jinx things.
Yeah.
Got it.
No, I can jinx it, but
whatever.
I'm on sabbatical, so I'm not. So after working for Adidas for 15 years, they give you a paid sabbatical.
Oh,
and,
amazing!
And no one from work is allowed to contact me, and vice versa. So I'm not allowed to check emails. I'm not allowed to call a store, anything. So I do have some friends at other places that are holding me some shoes that I have to pick up. So I didn't get them sent to me, unfortunately. I have to pay money for them. But pretty much all the things that Alex got, I gotta still get. And
nice, bro.
Maybe some blue/purple Pharrell boost slides too.
Blue/purple.
I love those slides, bro. You don't even know.
You've mentioned them several times already.
So sick. They're just expensive.
I was gonna make
I don't know why I keep buying slides. I don't even really wear them.
They're for the house. So
they're fun. They're fun.
Yeah, they're fun.
Earlier,
the garbage and stuff.
Earlier today, when Paul, I'm gonna tell you what that joke I almost made, but I forgot until right now. Paul was talking about, he's like, I've been on a sabbatical. I've been off the grid. I was like, sabbatical sounds like a sagutical. Anyways. Anyways,
sure
next.
You're not a dad? That's a dad joke.
I hope I'm not. That would be awkward to find out on our 135th podcast. Next up, thumbs up, thumbs down. In this part of the show, we give our opinion on various sneaker-related topics with zero context or discussion. All we're allowed to say is thumbs up or thumbs down. And this week, I want to know. This seems like more of a Nike boys problem, but I guess it could be an Adidas boys problem as well, because every shoe does come with some form of them. Keeping the hang tag on the shoe while you're wearing them. Thumbs up, thumbs down, Alvin.
Way down.
Oof, Joel.
Super down.
I'm also tre down. Sugy.
Down.
And Paul.
Super down.
Ooh. See, I thought once again I thought Paul was making a face like he didn't agree, but I guess it's Paul's face.
I see kids walking around with
Resting
a
bitch
StockX
face.
tag.
Oh my gosh.
And I find that's like a serious confidence issue. If you need to show the people that your shoes are legit.
They don't know that people make fake
StockX tags. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I
Next,
had a guy try to return a pair of shoes that he'd been wearing with the tag inside, and it was all sweaty and wrinkled.
Oh.
The tag's still attached. Yeah, no.
barely.
Nasty.
Technically, yes, but next up, NSR. We talk about sneakers a lot, so in this weekly segment, we're going to take 30 seconds out of the show to discuss something completely irrelevant to the world of sneakers, and basically all we talk about in this segment is food. And this one is potentially, I say this a lot, one of the biggest food questions you'll ever be asked, ever. And I want to know, if you could only use one condiment for the rest of your life, what would it be? We love absolutes, and I love that the white guy didn't even wait for me to finish asking the question to scream out at the top of his lungs, ketchup! Okay, we know Paul's answer. Paul, you love ketchup. That doesn't surprise. It looks like you got some on your shirt already from your past meal.
Mustard.
Alvin, one condiment for the rest of your life. What is it?
Soy sauce. Yo, you can't put ketchup on sushi, bro. But
You can't put soy sauce on French fries, though. So
yeah, you can.
I don't want to get
Instead of
into
salt.
that. I don't.
Crazy.
You're crazy.
Sushi poutine, bro. You put some flakes on there.
Sounds so soggy. All right, Joel, give me something better than soy sauce. What do you got?
I'm going to say mayo.
Mayonnaise.
Oh, bro.
I feel like we're on Family Feud. This is like a Family Feud question.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Good
Good
answer.
answer. Ketchup was definitely number one. Soy sauce was an X. And mayo was like number 6 probably. I'm going to go sriracha sauce.
Oh, nice.
I already put sriracha
Yeah.
on pretty much anything anyways, so I think I could go my whole life with just sriracha. Alex, one condiment.
Oh, honey mustard.
Honey mustard.
That's a good one too. Good
That's
answer.
definitely above
mustard.
mayo, but below ketchup. I think we filled the Family Feud board. Well done, everybody.
Good answer.
Ding, ding, ding.
Only one X.
Only one X. Soy sauce. See, we
I'm
can't
the
let.
one that answers Popeyes for
Yeah.
or chicken.
What's Popeye's favorite food?
Chicken.
Anywho. Next up, errors, edits, and e-messages. We're pretty smart guys, but from time to time we make mistakes. So if you catch us slipping, hit us in the DM and we'll let the world know that we goofed. And I love when guests listen back to their own episodes and send in mistakes that they made. Self-reflection is one of the best things you can ever do. And I appreciate you, Matt OMTL, for writing in and letting us know that his most expensive pair, he said his most expensive pair were the Jordan 12 Kubos. They're actually the Jordan 15 Kubos. It was a Leica and Nike collaboration where Tinker said he got the chance to redesign the Jordan 15 slightly. Leica is the same stop motion animation company that did the Air Max 1 Susan. And the Nike Dunk Core line. Super limited shoe. You can only get them via contest or game online. Only 1,000 pairs in existence.
Crazy.
Thank you for giving us the backstory, Matt OHTML.
Gotta
That was, I think, a question in 21 questions for Matt OHTML.
Yeah, it was.
Next up, 21 questions. So, Alex, you don't get to play this because you've played it before. I'm sorry. You failed one time and it's done and you failed.
Wow.
Paul, you haven't been here in 100 episodes, so we're going to let you know how we do this. You get 21 questions. You give us 21 answers. You have 21 hours to respond. And there are no right answers, but there are also no wrong answers. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's
Question
do it.
number 1, air or boost?
Boost.
Did you pause to think about it or pause at the ridiculousness of the question?
I said error.
Air boost.
Touche. Question number 2, crew socks or no-shows?
Crew socks.
Question number 3, red or blue?
Blue.
Question number 4, pineapple on pizza?
Yes.
Hey! Question number 5, Superstar or Stan Smith?
Superstar.
Question number 6, spell Mississauga.
MISSISSAUGA.
Correct. He got it. It's like Mississippi, but aga. Next, number 7, most expensive shoe you've ever purchased. You don't have to say the purchase price unless you want to. Just the shoe.
It's too many.
No, all the shoes are retail. That's probably
Too
why.
many.
No, I don't even pay. I won't pay retail. I won't pay resale or retail.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I hate doing that. But okay, maybe $400.
I commend you.
Jeez.
A lot of my retails are $400 nowadays. Question number 8. Who/what influenced your current style? It's an Adidasler himself.
I don't know if he was a style icon. Simplicity and comfort, and the fact that I'm colorblind.
Oh. So you didn't even know you had ketchup on your shirt. I apologize. Question number 9. Favorite Nike shoe?
Air Max 90.
Classic. Good choice. Question number 10. Who needs an Adidas collaboration next? Put your finger down, Alex. It's not your turn.
The ZX Boys.
That's a tough one.
I love that he's not even acknowledging Alex.
know.
Alex exists.
Alex needs a collaboration.
Oh, man.
Needs a collab.
Boo. That's like us picking Adidas.
Usugro, Japanese artist.
Who? Sorry?
A Japanese artist. His name is Usugro. He had one way back in the day for the Muhammad Ali line, but I want to see him do another one.
Oh, cool,
Nice.
cool.
Good answer. I love things that I don't know about. Question number 11. Who is the most influential person in sneakers right now?
Right now? Oh, man. Number 1 social influencer, Alex DeRoche.
Yeah.
Alex DeRoche.
Holy shit. He's catching up on the kissasery real quick.
And Canada got sold.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
Hey.
That's
Obviously.
not, obviously. Hashtag influencer, hashtag ad.
Pharrell Williams also.
Pharrell, okay.
Pharrell.
Hashtag gifted. Question number 12. Glow in the dark or 3M?
3M.
Question number 13. You buy something for $34.82 and pay with a $50 bill. What is your change?
Oh my gosh.
$34.82?
Yes.
$15.18.
Yeah.
Incorrect. We round up. We don't have pennies here. Your change is $15.20.
What if I paid debit?
Then you wouldn't get any change.
I would get change.
If you paid something $50 with your
right.
debit, don't you work in retail, man? Oh my goodness.
I'm on sabbatical.
It's sabbatical.
Holy shit.
It's sabbatical.
Question number 14. When you get dressed in the morning, is it shoes then fit or fit then shoes?
Shoes then fit.
Nice. Question number 15. Original boxes or drop fronts?
Original boxes.
Question number 16. Triple black or triple white?
Triple black.
Question number... Question number 17. Are you wearing pants right now? I didn't hear your answer because Alex... The answer for everyone is no. I'll answer it
wish you
for
had
you.
That was amazing.
Is that why before the episode you asked, do you guys do video now? We didn't even have to pay for his OnlyFans to get that. Holy smokes.
the free show?
Question number...
Wow.
Gotta go to the bathroom quick.
Oh, I need a
Luckily, I'm wearing underpants.
I need a cold shower. Question number 18. What is the capital city of Spain?
Jeez, Barcelona?
Madrid,
I don't know.
incorrect.
Madrid?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you. Question number 19. If a plane departs from Toronto and crashes on the border of the U.S. and Canada border, where do they bury the survivors?
Why?
I don't know if it takes off from Toronto. It depends where the survivors are from.
The survivors are
Send their
alive.
bodies home. Send them.
The survivors. You don't bury. You don't bury survivors. The answer is
Send
you.
the survivors home.
The answer is you don't bury the survivors. He even said.
I said send them home. I didn't say bury them.
You said it depends where the survivors are from.
Yeah, because you got to send them home.
You're in a plane. Imagine you're in a plane crash and they just say, "Hey, go home."
Oh man.
Question number 20. What is your number one Grail?
Ah.
That Iraqi QT.
Yeah, I want those Iraqi QTs, but now they're all falling apart. So
True.
they're old now.
So that's your answer?
Yes.
The Iraq EQT?
The OG ones, yeah.
The OG,
2007, 2008.
yes. So question number 21. Would you rather receive your number one Grail or 3 other pairs from your top 10?
3 other pairs right now.
Quantity. Oh, right now. Interesting.
Right now.
Quantity over quality. Interesting.
Well, I can get the new versions.
That's true.
True.
You can get 3 of the new
Waterproof.
version,
Yeah.
Waterproof.
and that'll save you
Gore-Tex.
That'll save you some money.
Mm-hmm.
That's a less
Yes.
expensive option.
Facts.
Speaking of less expensive, next up, our new game show.
How much that is?
That's right. How much is that, Joel? It's how much is that? On this new game show we just introduced 2 weeks ago, you guys are the second guest,
Yep.
second and
Yeah.
third, tied for second guest to play this game. Adidas Special Edition, because it would be rude if we did Nike and Jordans and pricing for you guys. Thank you guys for the background music. So basically how this game works is I'm going to give you 2 Adidas shoes. You need to tell me which is the more expensive last sold price in a size 9 dead stock on stock X. Do you guys understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent. The first one, we're going to start off easy. They're all easy because I know the answers. First one, Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Zebra. Classic. All-timer for me.
Is it in US dollars too? Or
This is in Canadian dollars, buddy.
Canadian
We are based out of
dollars?
Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
A.
Yeezy
that?
Boost 350 V2. I don't know which dollar they use in BC, but we use Canadian dollars here in Ontario.
We just use marijuana.
That's the best currency.
How many
though.
nuggets is this worth? Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Zebra versus the NMD OG Black and Red from 2015. Both incredibly hyped shoes at some point. Both of them way up there. Alex, stop Googling things because that defeats the purpose of the game.
I'm not. No.
I'll go with Paul first because he's our newer guest. Which one of those? Sorry, I'm doing it wrong. Alvin.
How much is that?
Which one is more expensive, Paul? V2 Zebras or NMD Black and Red OG from 2015?
Oh man. I'm gonna say Zebra's been released like 3 times now, and the NMD is only twice. So Zebra, I think it's still more. People want that than I think it's Zebra's more.
Paul, the Adidas expert, is going with Zebra. The other Adidas expert, the apprentice, as he's called himself. Alex, which one of those is more expensive? How much is that?
I don't know. I guess the NMD had less quantities, right? Because they released only twice versus like 4 times. And I don't know.
That's not an answer.
I think it's I know. My guess is NMD, but I think I think a dead stock Zebra still kind of is worth some money. So but I'll say NMD.
We love a disagreement here.
Mm-hmm.
This is where blood starts to get shed. This is where friendships are severed. friendships and necks begin to be severed here on True to Size. We'll start with the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Zebra. Last sold price as of yesterday evening on I was going to say on True to Size. True to Size Auction House. On StockX, dead stock, $474 Canadian.
Ooh, that's not
Yeah,
bad.
that's $120 over retail.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Wow.
That shoe was selling for like $2,000 when after that
man.
Yeezy supply dropped.
First-
Yeah.
The first release of the Zebras, I had kids buying them cash outside the store for $1,400.
You were selling them
Holy.
outside the store in cash?
Cash, $1,400.
Jeez.
Wow. No wonder you're so rich now. You were making a killing back then.
No, I was wearing my pair and everyone gave me shit for wearing it.
And another shoe that was going for crazy money at some point. The NMD OG Black and Red from 2015. Last sold price in a size 9 on StockX. $269.
Wow.
Yes.
Holy.
And that shoe I
That's
checked
below retail.
had sold
That's-
as high as $1,600.
Wow.
Several occasions in 2016, 2000.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Wow.
Holy.
So, Alex, you're in second place, which means last place. Paul, congratulations. You get a point.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Joel, for the air horn. Next up, some more Yeezy content, because you guys were good at that. Next, Yeezy Boost 750 OG, the very, very first one. Those were incredibly hyped when they released.
Yeah.
But people also claimed to hate them, but then they paid a lot of money for them. Or the Yeezy Boost 350 V1 Turtle Dove,
Oh,
which were also incredibly hyped when they released. But did they drop? Did either of them drop? Did they go up? Alex, loser's ball. Which one is more expensive? How much is that?
My guess is the 750 for sure.
The 750 is more expensive. He said for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
T-check.
He's locking it in. He's
Locked.
he's on
and
StockX. He has logged
Final
in.
answer.
He has logged in to his Sugy Cyphersons at gmail.com StockX account. Paul, how much is that? Which one is more expensive? Yeezy Boost 750 OG or Yeezy Boost 350 V1 Turtle Dove?
I think the OG 750 because it was the first Adidas Yeezy to actually release,
True.
and it came in a fancy box.
That's true too.
Oh.
They come in a pretty cool box. So we have an agreement then.
Agreement.
So
Yeah.
no friendships will be
Yes.
severed on this occasion. We'll start with the
Friends
750.
forever.
Friends forever.
Friends forever.
Until the next
I have his
round.
name tattooed on there.
The Yeezy Boost, we'll go with the one that you guys did not choose. The Yeezy Boost 350 V1 Turtle Dove, last sold size 9, $2,631 on StockX. That's quite a bit of dollars. Next, the one you both chose, will it exceed $2,631? The Yeezy Boost 750 OG last sold price on StockX in a size 9 is $2,177.
Jeez.
$500 less.
What is this planet?
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Turtle dove.
It's
Turtle Doves.
That's
I actually
right.
owned Turtle Doves when I won a raffle, and I got rid of them the first day. Good shoe though. You both got it
Still have a
wrong.
baby pair.
What's that?
I still have a baby pair.
That's
Nice.
cute.
Ooh.
Those look really good in baby sizes. I like
Yeah.
those. All right, next up and final up. This is for all the marbles here.
All right, winner takes
Someone's
all.
got to go big and go home. First up, the NMDHU Pharrell Human Race in yellow,
Oh, I love those.
which I could be wrong, but is that the first Pharrell Human Race sneaker?
Yes.
The yellow
Yeah,
ones?
so, yeah.
Yep, I like
So
the
beautiful.
confidence in Alex's answer there. Thank you. Or 40 pairs of Adidas Superstar foundations in black and white. Once again, the Adidas NMDHU Pharrell Human Race in yellow, size 9 dead stock, last sold price on StockX, or 40 pairs of Adidas Superstar foundations in black and white, size 9 dead stock on StockX.
On StockX. Okay.
On StockX, not retail, on StockX.
Voila, voila,
Someone
voila.
selling 40 pairs, or are you just
The last sold
Multiplying the
one.
price by
I'm multiplying the last. Don't Google it now, but I'm multiplying the last sold price by 40.
Okay.
We're gonna let Alex go first because he's in the rear right now.
-1, yeah. I'll say the NMD.
You're going with the NMD.
What?
Over 40 pairs of sneakers. Alvin's shaking his head at you right
Oh,
now.
I don't know.
Oh my
This is
goodness.
This is a
All right.
This is a tough one.
All right, Paul, what's it going to be? 40 pairs of black and white Superstar foundations, the shoe that Alex would never propose in, not a regular Superstar. Or the Pharrell Human Race NMD in yellow. What's it going to be?
I think 40 pairs of Superstars, because I think probably the cheapest they could sell for is about between 60 and 70 bucks. So that's just under $3,000. So I don't think that Pharrell shoe is selling for more than $3,000. So I think 40 Superstars.
Well, let me tell you. Are you ready? Here we go.
Suspense.
We'll go with the NMD first. The NMD Pharrell Human Race in yellow. Last sold price, $2,631.
Holy.
Size 9 dead stock on Stock X. The last sold price of a black and white Superstar foundation on Stock X, $65 times 40. No one knows, which is great. Is $2,600. $31 less than one pair of Pharrell NMDs in yellow. Human Race.
Close.
So close. We have a draw.
Oh.
I guess they'll be friends forever after all.
Yay.
BFFs.
How cute. I loved doing the 40 pairs of Superstars. That was fun. We'll do more of those in How Much Is That, because that was enjoyable for me. All right, so our main discussion, as we alluded to earlier, we have two, if you couldn't tell it by now, two very passionate Three Stripes heads. Although they're not very good with pricing, they do know a lot about the brand, which is amazing. Lots of product knowledge, lots of history. So just to get it kicked off, I know Alex has done this a couple times, so forgive us if we make him do it again. But we want to know just like why Adidas, because we all kind of have a story about why Nike is our go-to, but give us the reason, the rundown about why Adidas. Let's start with Alex, because he's done it more recently, and then we'll go with Paul after that.
Well, so for me, it was like breaking hip hop culture. It's kind of like buying shoes, different colors to match your outfits type deal. And then when I got to college, I met this guy that worked at the Adidas store near my house. It was an outfit store. 3 resumes later, I finally got a call back for an interview, and I started working there. So of course, like working with Adidas just made it easier to access the product. And it wasn't like anything hype or whatever. It was just like whatever was on sale, whatever was in the original section, whatever had a blue box, I would buy, whatever was cheap, I would buy. So eventually everything else started to fade away. But before working for Adidas, I had about 30 different pairs of shoes, like from Pumas to Converse to fake Converse to the ones from Yellow. I don't know if you guys have Yellow.
No, that's just a color to us.
Okay. But I had different pairs of shoes. It was just really more a reasoning behind matching outfits. But then working for Adidas, it just made it easier. And then in 2013, I got transferred to the Montreal store, and I got heavy into retro runners and the story behind the originals product and stuff. And then a few years later, even if I don't work with the brand anymore, it's kind of the passion is just too big for me to try and pretend like I would just jump off the ship to get some other brand stuff. I just love Adidas too much. It's I left the company, but the brand, I always will love the brand and the product, So that I guess that would be a short answer, because I'm sure Paul's answer is more pertinent than mine.
Well, I mean, two things. One, that wasn't a short answer, but two, that was...
Oh my God.
Two, it's nice that you left the brand, but the brand never left you.
Voila.
Oh, so cute. Très cute. All right, Paul, give us your also short but probably long answer as well. Why Adidas?
since before I worked for Adidas, I've been a skateboarder my entire life and stuff like that. So skated Adidas shoes, kind of for some reason over Nike shoes. I skated Adidas like Sambas and Samba Supers and stuff like that back in the 90s. And then I remember when the ZX 8000 came out the first time, and just the color of it kind of blew me away. And then I really got into like the feet you wear technology in the late 90s. And I don't know, I just like the whole design aesthetic of it. And I never disliked other brands. Like I still own several other shoes. I just don't get a chance to wear them that often. But just the appeal of the design of the shoes kind of spoke to me more. I'm sure it's like that for you guys with some of the stuff that you're into as well. Just the colors, despite being colorblind, the colors that I see, I really liked, and just the kind of design and the story behind it, that they don't kind of market down people's throats as heavy as other brands do. That it's kind of, you kind of got to search out the history of the things. I kind of like that aspect of it. So
Interesting.
that's it for me.
Oh, I like that. That's very good. All right. So as we've been talking about for lots of the episode as well, the A to ZX line, as Alvin brought up to us last week and introduced to us, is coming back for the second time now. They're doing 26 drops, A to Z, 26 different releases for every letter of the alphabet, different collabs, different inspirations behind different ZXs to celebrate just the ZX line overall. Can we get, let's do Paul, can you give us like an origin story of like the concept? Because personally, until Alex told me, I think a couple days ago, I didn't even know this was the second go around. Can you give us like a backstory to this whole like idea that Adidas is doing right now?
Yeah, so they, Alex, do you remember what year AZX launched the first time? I can't remember. 2008.
Let him finish the question, bro. It's not a race.
Chicken.
So the last time it was around, it would have been there was all collaborations with stores, and it wasn't an anniversary drop or anything. It was just, I think, just like a big kind of push for Adidas, and they were kind of on the heels of the Adi color and 35th anniversary and stuff like that. So the next big thing was the ZX range, and it was 25 collabs with stores. So it was all like, so this one's kind of unique because it's all different things. It's not just stores, it's brands and national parks and all sorts of other things.
Cool.
So, and a lot of the stores that were around that first time aren't in existence anymore.
R.I.P. Goodfoot.
True.
Crooked tongues.
Crooked tongues, yeah.
Yeah, the first time around, there was like, I'd say at least half of the 26 were like rock solid banging shoes. Like there's still several of them that I'm missing that I probably will never get in my collection, but that's it. And then this time around, they've improved the ZX shoe by adding like the secret boost inside it and everything. They took for the first time ever since the shoe was created, they've that little stabilization piece on the medial and the lateral side that is actual plastic and not painted now. Which is the first time they've ever done that. So the shoe is like more comfortable than it's probably ever been. And one of my favorite things about the ZX shoe is that it just feels the same when you put your foot into it. Like it's got a wider toe box and a tighter heel. And now with a boost in it, it's so cushy. So it's like probably one of the most comfortable shoes like Adidas makes, I think.
True.
For me, the first run of AZX was kind of like this very mysterious, like coming into sneakers like a lot later, I guess, than Paul is. When I first got to understand what AZX was, it was like this super cool, niche, unattainable thing where they collaborated with stores you've never heard about, and just like it made you travel from places to places, and you would imagine like how the fuck they got this idea to make these weird designs. Like here in Canada, we had like a Goodfoot 8000 made out of plastic, recycled material. Sorry. Yeah. And it was like very notorious and kind of like avant-garde for for a ZX speakers back then. Livestock had a ZX, what was it?
420.
420. Sneakers and stuff. There was Bodega, there was Colette, Huff.
Everybody.
And
Everybody. The who's who, yeah.
Man, like it was wild. From what I found out, and Paul, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they were released in like little packs. So like from a specific letter to a specific letter would drop kind of like at the same time, and then instead of like every Friday or every other day, it was like little packs. So you couldn't necessarily make a purchase of all the shoes at the same time. So what happens is that several years later, they're like super sought after because people are trying to find the shoes that they were not even able to get when they first released because they were so either limited or on 1 week you couldn't buy 5 shoes at the same time. It's ridiculous, right? Yeah. So like you had to pick and choose, which means that like there are very few people on this planet that owns the whole collection. I actually don't know anyone that owns the whole set because the very last pair of the shoe is the Ultimate AZX 8000, the one we call it. It was actually an idea to gift to every single consortium store that was part of the collaboration, one pair of a ZX 8000 that was reimagined by the 2 original designers. So the French designer and the German engineer worked on this seamless ZX 8000, which was kind of like never made before. And this shoe comes in like an acrylic box, and Paul actually has one.
Jeez. Wow.
And there's only like 22 or 24 pairs around the world. And, supposedly. And they're all in a sample size. They come with a drawer with all the different pieces of the shoe. It's absolutely crazy. Like this stuff sells for like I've seen a pair go for 10,000 euros on the Facebook groups this week.
That's crazy.
You can't tell people who own expensive shoes how much they actually cost because you're gonna make Paul be like, "Oh shit, that shoe's worth 10,000 euros
That's tuition,
now,
bro, for the boys."
Yeah, for real, it's for tuition for both kids. Yeah,
yeah.
Someone offered me that much for them.
Someone offered you that much?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you blocked them?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we've ever said that or if we've mentioned it in the episode we were together, but like when Paul and I used to go to manager meetings at the same time, like we'd make this like kind of like unofficial game of like I'm not going to tell you what my rotation will be for this trip. And like we got to the hotel and like meet in each other's room to see what each one brought like for the rest of the trip, or like we wouldn't tell each other, and like the morning we wake up, we get downstairs at the hotel, and like I see what he has on, and I'm like, "Fuck you, man!"
Because I was waiting to one up Alex.
He always wins. He always wins. But anyway, so for me, I think it's important to put some context behind AZX now, because I think that for everyone that's kind of new to this, they're like, "Oh, what the fuck? Like, why 26 shoes? Why that? Like, why is it so important?" And I think that like some shoes will sound weird even to us as ZX boys or ZX fans or whatever. Like some stuff we see, like we're like, "Oh, why is this? Is there a reason for this to be in the ZX world?" But at the same time, I find it kind of reflects on how wild and funky some of the original AZXs were, you know. So I think it really makes sense, and it really speaks to the general ZX, the ZX consumers. And I'm happy that some of this stuff, like the Atmos, really speaks to you guys as well, because I think it's a proof that it has if it's well done, it can talk to different types of consumers, you know. So
1,000,000%. Thank you for the context, Paul. Do you need to leave us? Is that your resting bitch face, or is that you need to depart us?
I need to go pretty soon. I just got a text from my wife with a Dave Chappelle face.
All right. So before you go, I have a couple more questions here, and we will continue after Paul leaves. Paul has to go to he's actually going to we mentioned the 24 pairs of ZX. He's going to the meeting of like the other 23 owners who own them, and they have an annual party for all the owners. Alex, they were like, Alex, do you want to come? He's like, I don't own a pair. And they're like, no, you can't come. Never mind.
Oh,
He's really sad about it.
Yeah.
So before Paul leaves us and goes to his really exclusive party, here's an interesting question. So me and Alex had this conversation earlier this week. What's something that you would like think that Adidas needs to do to capture the Nike boys? Like there's like this release specifically, the Atmoses, I think it's really close to capturing like the Nike crowd in a way. And your answer can be, I don't think they want to, but I think that they would love to. Like money is money and like attention is attention. But what's something that you think that they could add to this collection or to these releases that would like capture the Nike boys' attention? And if you want to know what I mean, I can give you an example, but if not, I don't want to ruin it if it's your answer.
Yeah, I think it's like maybe like a meaningful, like it's kind of tough because it's like a lot of Adidas is a European country, right? So a lot of these collaborations, they really appeal. They have a way bigger market appeal to people in Europe because they seem to relate to that model a lot more, and they have a history with it. Maybe like collaborating with more like North American like artists, whether they're musicians or artists or whatever, that are like super culturally relevant. Like I think like we've got Pharrell and we've got Kanye, and I think Sean Witherspoon's collection, like the Super Earth that he has coming out, is kind of like I'm starting to see people like Nike people that were feeling that shoe, which is it's like a superstar, right? It's a shoe that's been around forever, but I think just the collaboration with Sean Witherspoon made them kind of notice it. I think that's the key, is to kind of to work with someone who's like really culturally relevant. Not that Kanye and Pharrell aren't right now, but they're doing their own kind of thing, and I think that kind of helps. But yeah, I mean, hopefully that answers your question a bit.
No, yeah, for sure. Like when I spoke to Alex about this a couple of days ago, I was saying like I love, like I got the Atmoses in hand and I absolutely love the shoe. The slide out box for me it's cute, but I feel like it could have been a little bit more, like even with just a giant A on the top of it or something, like something to make the set feel a little bit more meaningful. Like I think as Nike heavy consumers, we appreciate things that are like super collectible. So the pack itself, like the shoe by itself among the other 26 is super collectible. But when you start to add in the box with, if you have every single box has the letter or like the periodic table symbol that they used, or like a hang tag, which I noticed they used on the original A to ZX, like all the shoes had the little leather hang tag or whatever. Yeah. Just like a special insole, like something like that. Like I know they have like the branding on the insole, but something like, you know, like a little bit more, like just push it over the edge. Like we mentioned earlier, a t-shirt, like each one comes with like a t-shirt, even just with Atmos written on it, like socks, like just something to kind of like add to it, because the shoe itself obviously speaks for itself. Like it's incredible. But I feel like the Nike crowd always, when it comes to these exclusive and like huge releases, because this is going to be Adidas's like baby for the next a year and a half or whatever. Like this is the thing they're going to focus on in like the most, I would think, because it's 26 pairs of shoes over 26 weeks. And I would think that they would want to push it over the edge because like, yeah, everyone's really hype and interested now. But in February of 2021, after they're on to pair 23 or 22, like, do you still have the people's attention? And I think something like that, like similar to what they did with the Dragon Ball Z collection, where you had to complete the set to complete the graphic on the side of the boxes, like that, just that kind of like, I don't know, the little something extra is always what, like, I feel like me and I know us, like as consumers, we really look for in sneakers. And I just kind of wish that they added something a little bit more, like just, it's so close, like just a hang tag or something, like something super petty, but like just something a little bit more. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think with a collection that's this big, like 26 pairs is pretty ambitious, right? And I think they know that there's going to be very few people that are going after every one. Like even with the first round, there was like 3 shoes that were store exclusive. So there was like an O store exclusive one that was only sold in original stores. And then there was, I think it was the think it was the X shoe. There was a consortium store they used to have in Berlin, and it was only sold there. So like nobody got that shoe. So
Wow, that's crazy.
there was a few pairs that were like really really hard to get, and I think it's going to be the same thing with this one. Like I've heard there's a couple models that are not going to be as readily available. So not to downplay it, but I think with like it's easier to do with a smaller collection.
Definitely,
like, I do
agree.
agree with you though. Like I like how the other ones had the little leather letter that it came with that signified what letter it was, and then you get quite a bit in those ones too. Like you get 3 sets of the little lace locks and multiple laces. Like I don't actually have any in hand of this new series, so I don't know what extras they come with, but
Nothing.
Yeah,
Just the box. The box is like I said, it's really cute. Like it's cool. Like the white on white pullout is dope, but it's just like, there's something a little extra. I get it, the classy, like the subtle, like I definitely get it, but it's just coming from the different perspective. It's just something that I would love to see because I think that it would really push the collection over the edge.
Well, we spoke about it, like that, just like the shoe filler thing, like a paper shoe filler inside the shoe.
Yeah,
that's numero uno. Number 2. It says ZX 5000 on the box, but it doesn't say ZX 5000
Atmos, whatever. Yeah,
quote unquote NP or National Park. Like it doesn't like there are little like details opportunity that I think that would have made the packaging itself like a little more special. But then I'm happy that in terms of designs and details, like the shoes, I find that the shoes are spot on. But it's really like the finishing touches that would make a difference, I find.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I mean, Paul, I know you have to go, so we will let you run. We love you for being here. This was amazing. I know you're running a little bit late now, so hopefully your wife lets you do another one at some point. And she doesn't ban you from True to Size for another 100 episodes. We'd love to have you back sooner than that. Please shout out real quick your Instagram, where they can follow you and find you.
If you want to follow me, I'm pretty old and I don't really do anything that anyone cares about anymore, but it's at IBS, letter I, letter B, letter S, and then negative. That's my Instagram handle. I haven't been posting a lot of shoes lately, but I'm sure that'll change when I get back to work.
Nice.
And, yeah, like I said, I really appreciate you guys having me on here. I didn't want to take away from Alex's shine, but
oh my God.
I just want to turn down the opportunity to come on because it's definitely love being on here and contributing to what you guys are doing because I think what you're doing is amazing. So,
stop it, Kuya.
God.
Be safe, brother.
I hope we can see each other in person again soon.
Yeah, like I said, I wasn't there the last time you were on. You replaced me and no one noticed. So we need to make sure the next time you're in town for an Adidas meeting or whatever it is, we have an in-person little shindig when COVID is all past.
For sure.
All right, Paul, thank you. We appreciate you. Have fun at your
Paul,
Adidas 1 of 24 meeting, and we'll talk soon.
All right, later.
Later, man.
Peace. All right, now that he's gone, what do we really think of Paul? Oh, wait, he's still here.
Still there.
Okay.
I like his OnlyFans.
Wait, he just left and come back. He wanted to see what we actually thought.
I wanted to check. Yeah.
Were those Calvins? All right, anyways.
Yep.
All right, Alex, you wanted the shine. Paul mentioned it. Here's your shine. One-on-one with Canada Got Soul. How lucky for you. So, what do you think that Adidas is going to do here to keep everybody interested for 26 weeks? We kind of alluded to it. It's a lot to do. They're not doing it in small packs like you mentioned they did back in 2008, you said. So it would have been, if they did it in packs of 5 over the course of 5 weeks, you can get 25, 26 pairs of shoes done in 5 weeks, a month and a half, and that's pretty easy to keep people interested. 26 weeks of releases ties up people's funds for a long time. It ties up people's, you want to keep people interested for a long time. What are they going to do? And you cannot say, I don't know.
Well, I actually don't know because I don't work for the brand.
What do you think they're going to do?
I think it's going to be one of those situations. Like, I think it's just going to, the story, it's going to repeat itself. Like, I don't think people will be able to purchase the 26 pairs. True. Because I like, and by all means, if you have the wallet to do it, go for it. But like a shoe like today, like it's a proof that if it's a hot collaborator,
Yep.
it might sell out. So it might not be like an easy scoop because like
That's
Livestock sold out, OTH sold out, Adidas.ca sold out. There is a situation right now in the ZX world, from what I can see on the Facebook groups, is that Europeans know that the ZX units are sitting in Canada. So I think there's a lot of proxy going on from the people across the world.
Oh,
That's why.
Yeah, I think like
the fucking Europeans are at it again, colonizing the new land.
I'm saying it's not that rare that I'm seeing either on Facebook or on Instagram, like people reposting screenshots of Adidas Canada saying like, "Oh, this is out," like Adidas Canada still has some and whatnot. So I'm assuming there is some sort of like proxy going on.
True.
For other places in the world.
Makes sense.
Other than that, I think that, again, like the story is just going to repeat itself. People are going to miss out on some releases, and it's going to be a matter of like how bad you want to complete the set if you really want to complete the set. But to follow up on our conversation about details, I think that the fact that the details are not as important as the shoe themselves, I'm not sure how badly people will want to complete the set.
Yes, which is concerning, and it's unfortunate because it is, like, so far it's been 4 or 5 pairs of shoes. It's been solid so far.
Yeah.
Like, incredibly solid. Love that they're doing the whole, like, not just brands or, like, whatever. They're doing, they did the National Park, like, they did the Superstar. They literally collaborated with themselves on a Superstar. Like, just those kinds of, the retro, like, bringing back for the first time, like, all that kind of thing. Love the concept behind that. It's just, it's tough, like, to...
See, I don't think that... I think they're playing with such different types of crowds at the same time. So I'm not sure if they're trying to ruin everyone's pocket. Sorry. And have everyone buy the 26 pairs.
That's true too.
That's my assumption, is that someone that's like a Juventus fan will get that Juventus shoe.
For sure.
Yes, but
maybe
they don't
not
care
about the rest. The ZX OG kind of like consumer was like the first retro ZX sold out in seconds, and then there was like little restocks here and there, but like it's like if you look now, it's impossible to get the shoe. It's almost sold out everywhere. Like you have 1 or 2 sizes some places. So in my opinion, some stuff will speak to very specific people, and that's what I like about this rounds of AZX, is that it's showing how versatile ZX is and how versatile it has become. So the first question, I think that if the target was to make sure that everyone was getting all 26 pairs, I'm sure it would lose some traction. It would definitely lose some tractions in a few weeks, because as we've said, like this is like already drop 5 coming up, and I'm kind of feeling like I'm running to figure out like how to make everything come to life.
Yeah.
But they're gonna throw some bangers in there here and there.
Oh yeah, they know what they're doing with the drop schedule. Yeah. Like if they're gonna throw a huge, if there's a Supreme New York collaboration coming up for S, like I guess they already did Superstar, but
Superstar,
if there's a Supreme collaboration, they're gonna put it in the middle to get people like, oh yeah, this, like they're gonna do the big stuff and like periodically keep people's ears perked up, which is obviously coming. I just thought of this, and if you can think of anything outlandish that they might do, because I don't want to ask about guesses on collaborations, but I want to ask about guesses on what they, like, kind of curveball they may throw out at us. And what do you think about, at the end, Adidas comes out and they say, like last time they did the 24 pairs, limited edition, acrylic box, no seam, original designers, Paul has one, super cool guy, whatever. Here's my prediction, write it on the board. 24 complete packs in one massive fucking table-sized acrylic box that they do the same kind of release. Like if they want to get Nike boys on board, that's how you get Nike boy. That kind of shit. 24 pairs in one big fucking pack. You tell a Nike guy pack and they will buy it. It doesn't matter. They will buy that shoe or those shoes. Do you think that that's a good prediction? All 26 pairs with some sort of crazy fucking packaging, super exclusive, super limited. You got to take a cool picture and post all your something like that. Is that a good guess? And do you have any sort of guess like that?
I would buy that, but I think, but I was thinking about this. Like, do you remember when we were kids? Like when we bought like cereal boxes, there were toys inside, and you'd send like a label to like a certain address, and they would send back like a video game on a CD or something.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, imagine if they did that with a sneaker release. Like, if you buy a shoe, you get a code, you send the code, and then it tallies up. And if you get all 24, 25 pairs, whatever, you can get the 26th for free.
Ooh.
If you send 25 codes,
Yes.
That'd be cool.
you get the
go.
26 for free. Like, this would have been so freaking cool.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea.
That's a good one.
Right? Adidas, get at me. I have some ideas.
No, Alex, no. That, as we say on True to Size,
Cut the check.
Cut the check.
cut the check, Adidas. Cut the fucking
But
check.
this would have been, considering that they're not like doing as far as we know, there's no like regional like drops or whatever. So it means like you could technically get all the pairs, right? Like
Yeah.
as far as
Except
we
the
know,
last
yeah.
one.
Mhm.
Except the last one,
Yeah.
because you need to have all 25.
Yeah.
That's a flex. I like that. I really like that. I love the speculation. These kinds of outlandish predictions are what we live for on True to Size.
Facts.
Tabletop size packs and
Yeah.
cereal box mail-in coupon vouchers. Okay, so we've kind of done really quickly. We did like what kind of Nike sort of theming you would bring to Adidas. To finish it off, what do you think that these other big brands, namely like Nike, what's one thing they think they need to take from Adidas? Like, what's one thing Adidas does really well that you think that Nike or another Jordan, whoever does, that needs to be like, it needs to be recognized, it needs to be like stolen, ripped off from Adidas?
Eesh. That's a good one. Wow. I actually never thought of that. Like I've never thought of like the details that make people look at Adidas a certain way. Like I don't know, like I as I said it before, like I've always been so like focused on looking at my own shoes, looking at my own Adidas stuff, that I never really started to compare. But notes. Like that, I don't know. I think that the point that Paul brought. Sorry, it's getting late.
Anglais.
Anglais. Le point que Paul a apporté, c'est que non mais I love the mysteriousness behind some of the drops.
The whole
I don't
thing,
know.
really, yeah. Like the periodic table of elements and everything. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. So there is a lot of like, I'm gonna shamelessly plug my own podcast right now.
Oh yeah,
But
please do.
Yeah, I'm running a French podcast with one of my friends. It's called Tales of the Cipher. It's a podcast on breaking culture here in Quebec, where like every week we speak with someone from the scene, like a pioneer or someone that's active in the breaking scene, and they come on and we interview them and we talk about their perspective on the scene, their stories and whatnot. And people have often said, 1 hour is not enough to get to understand someone's story, right? Like we always want to know more. And my answer to that has always been, like, if you want to know more, you do your research, like you basically Google that person, you do to that person, you go and try and talk to that person, you ask them about their stories, you're trying to get their perspective. And I think it's kind of the same with footwear and sneakers in general. Like, I think it's cool to have all of these like stories and those like marketing made up histories made around shoes. But sometimes I think it's just very interesting to kind of go on your own and find actual books on sneakers, old magazines, dig for some forum postings online, go to Sneaker News and type out ZX, and instead of relevance, you type date, so that you get the oldest articles, so that you can find more information. So the whole digging, I find, is very interesting. So giving the people a little less information for me feels more intriguing. It feels more fun. It makes the sneaker hunting more fun.
I like that.
If that makes sense. Yeah.
No, absolutely, because like we always talk about how we love the story, we love the history. And you're not any different. You just love to find it yourself. You love to search. You love the thrill of the hunt in a different way for the story, which is sick. And as you were talking, I wasn't paying attention at all, and I remembered what I told you yesterday, or the other day, something that I think that Nike could take a hint from, and it's the fact that if you go on the Adidas website or you search anywhere, finding out what the A to ZX actually are is like next to impossible. You can find on Reddit, you can find fucking people, oh, my cousin's brother's dog works at the factory and they think that it's this and this stands for this. Like, the mystique behind what's coming out as a Nike fan, as Nike fans, is unprecedented, because on the podcast, we talk about shoes that are coming out in fucking 2039. Like, we know what's coming out for the next 49 years. So coming into a world where it's like, you don't know until maybe it gets leaked 2 weeks in advance is like unprecedented for us. And I think Nike could really take a hint from that and just find a way. I know it's really hard to do in the age of social media and the internet, and it's easy to share information in an instant, but to be able to keep it a secret and keep people guessing is definitely going to keep people intrigued for the whole collection if things can stay under wraps. I hope they don't cave if it starts to kind of taper off and throw all the collabs out and say, this is what it is. Don't forget about us. Like, look forward to this. Because I think, like you said, keeping it a secret and slowly revealing it is going to keep people's attention, because every week you have to check back and be like, oh, what was next week? Oh, what's like M stand for? Like, you want to come back. You want to know. Like, if this was a Nike release, you would have known all 26 and the secret surprise at the end, the mail-in rebate thing. You would have known it in 2014 that it was coming for fucking 7 years, and it wouldn't have been special anymore. And this feels super exciting, and I told you that too. Like, I love that I have no idea. Like, the unknown, as Elsa would say, into the unknown. Alex, this was like super fun. Paul, thank you for being here.
Yeah, man.
Okay, Paul's gone. Alex, this was super fun. We appreciate it. We'll have you back on soon. Hopefully we can get Paul back on when he's got a little bit more time. And if not, then we'll just talk shit about him because he's not here to defend himself. We do want to just give a quick programming note. There is going to be no episode next week because we are on vacation together. For the weekend, yeah. From Friday to Monday. So instead of listening to True to Size episode 136 next week, you can listen to Tales of the Cipher episode 9.
It's in French, though. I'm sorry. It's actually the Monday episode. That's the new episode that's dropping on Monday is going to be a full English episode. But if you're interested about the breaking culture and you speak French, Tales of the Cipher is
nice.
If you fall into that incredibly specific niche, French-speaking breakdancing fan, make sure you listen to Alex's new podcast, because it's been quite successful. I haven't listened because I wouldn't understand.
It's okay,
but I know I will listen on Monday. You know what? I've never listened to a podcast, not even our own. I will listen on Monday, and you have my word, Alex. If not, you can fight me. You'll lose, but you can try to fight me. Alex, once again, thank you for being here, and Paul isn't here, but we'll thank him virtually. Thank you for everyone who has supported and or been a part of the podcast. Wherever you're taking in the episode, please leave a comment, review, follow, and or subscribe. We've got a Facebook group we like to use as a forum, sell stuff, and connect with you guys called CGS Talk. You can find it on facebook.com/group/cgs.talk. If you have any questions, oh wait, I forgot one. We've got a website you use for reviews, recap stories, and much more called CanadaGotSold.ca. If you have any questions or suggestions for any of our segments, like the Soul Pull, Sneaker Heading for Dummies, or the Fire Round, shoot us a DM or email us at CanadaGotSoul@gmail.com. And of course, do not forget to use hashtag CanadaGotSoul on Instagram for a feature. I've been Lawrence Hopkins. You can find me at LDoggyStyles on Instagram. Woof.
I'm Joel Hernandez. You can find me at Joe Dooney, JO_D3OsNEY.
My name's Alvin Quincy, and you can find me at MISTERQ and then Mart.
Sugy, Alex, where can they find you? Make sure you spell it, because remember, it's hard. Yeah.
No, people can find me at Sugy Cyphersons. That's SUGYCYPHERSONS. And you can find me at ZX Boiz with an I.
Boiz.
With a W. Boy. No, it doesn't have a W. And you can find Paul at IBS Negative. and I'm positive about that. Thank you for listening to us talk about sneakers for 135 episodes, and please remember to rock your kicks, Alex. Don't keep them dead stock for 20 years. This has been True to Size. We have been CGS, Sugy, Cyphersons, and IBS Negative, and we are out. Peace. Paul, thanks.